Bonjour mes amis, hi friends. So in this tutorial I will create a script that will permanently delete all the files in a particular directory. So let's get started. Now for this one I have this directory in here, dir1. It has two .txt files and an mp4 file. So the first thing that we have to do is that import the OS module. Once we do that, after that what we do is we create a for loop and we say for file name and os.list.dir, and then what I do is that specify the location of that directory which I showed you, users MA Academy documents and then dir1. So now if I go in here, so this is that particular directory that I specified. Now let's do a quick print so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So now you can see that it shows me the contents of all those files. It is xyz.txt, abc.txt, and macOS tutorial that I created for macOS for my macOS series. So these are those files. Now what I want to do is I want to delete it. Now let's add a twist to it. Let's say we want to delete only the txt files to it. So how do you do that? Is that so let's just do it this way first, and then I will demonstrate how to do it if you want to delete only specific files. So the first thing that you do is that os.chdr, change the directory. So you have to change your directory to this particular location where you want to delete these files. So it is the same as the above directory, documents.dir1. So if you don't specify this line os.chdr, what it will do is that it will not change your directory and you cannot delete those files, because the compiler or the interpreter will throw an error and say that it cannot find its file. Why? Because it will try to find those files in the current directory where this my script currently resides, so which is in this PyCharm directory. So you cannot find these files, these txt files that I mentioned previously in this directory where the script resides. So we have to change the directory. So this is me changing this directory to this particular location. Now what we do is that now if we do so this way, it will be clear to you through this example. So if I type it, now you can see that all those files, they are mentioned twice. The first one is this one and the last one. If I remove this, now if I run it again, so this is my three of those files. Now what it will do is that so what it means is that it can read these three files. So after this, if you do something like os.unlink and then we say file name, what this unlink, so we are using the OS module which I imported from here. And what this unlink does, this function, it will permanently delete it. Notice that currently my trash is empty, and if I delete it, it won't go to my trash. So you don't need this print line in here. I'm just doing it so that it would show us all those files that are being deleted. So let's run it. Now if I go in here, you can see that I don't have these files in here. It has been removed. So in my dir2 directory, I have a couple of other files. So in here, let's go quickly and cd documents, cd dir2 ls. So these are those two files. Let's create another couple of txt files, abc.txt hello. So let's save it, and then another xyz.txt by. So I'm creating two files, abc and another file called xyz. So these are those two files. Now we have four files in my current directory, which is the dir2. So you can see those files. What if we want to delete only the txt files? How do we do that? So first we change this directory from dir1 to dir2. Once I do that, what we do is we create an if statement. So we are saying if the file name dot ends with, and then in single quotes I specify what kind of files that I want to delete. So in here I'm saying for file name. So what it means is that for all the file names that you find in this particular directory. So it finds all those files and one by one puts them in this directory, in this variable called my file name. And in here I'm creating this if statement, conditional statement, and I'm identifying all those files that end in .txt. So in here I'm changing my directory, and then I'm printing those file names and deleting it. So before deleting it, let me comment this line, the delete line, and let's see it. So now you can see we can only see these two files. It only reads in those txt files. So if we remove our comment, and now if we execute it and run this, you can see that it will identify those two files, ABC, and now if we see in here, you can see that those two files have been removed. So this is how you can identify and remove particular files or all the files in your directory. However, in the next tutorial, I will explain how to delete all the folders and all those folders that are beneath that particular folder, and how to delete it recursively. So if you want to, if you're interested in learning that, watch my next tutorial. And this is it for this tutorial. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to put it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.